Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is floor plan day, the day of the week where I pick a floor plan. Usually I get it off of Google, and I recreate it in The Sims. So this floor plan I named Muse, because it's almost like the perfect family home. There's 4 bedrooms, and if you really truly want another bedroom and make it 5, you could easily turn the dining room into another bedroom. Or the 2-car garage, cut that in half, make 2 more bedrooms, and that makes like 8 bedrooms. That's like a perfect family home. Sort of. I mean, personally, I think a perfect family home is like 3 to 4 bedrooms. Because obviously families, you know, they're usually bigger, they have more people. And yeah, I think this might be the last one for a while. Where am I going with this? So I just finished new student orientation at my future college that I'll be attending in less than a month. And oh my gosh, I haven't had like a full load of classes in a while because I haven't needed to, if that makes sense. So I haven't so basically 12 units or more. I haven't taken like 12 units or more in a long time because I've only needed to take like math classes because I got everything else out of the way at my junior college. So now I'm working on everything else that I didn't get done at my junior college, or that my junior college didn't have. So there's many things that they don't have, but oh my gosh, there's a fly and I hear it and it's bothering me. I know you guys can't hear it, but it's so quiet in my room right now, I literally can hear a fly and it bothers me. Where am I going with this? The fly is making me lose my train of thought. This is so embarrassing. So I might be cutting back, no, not might, I will be cutting back on how much I upload because of how much work there's gonna be, and especially towards Christmas time. I'm already working 5 days a week. I highly doubt that number's gonna go down. And on top of that, as you guys may know, I did get another job. So basically I have 2 jobs now, and one of them is teaching kids once a week, but that also means I have to work on making lesson plans, and I can't really work on lesson plans, go to school, work, upload 4 or 5 days a week. So I might be cutting back. I don't know how much I'm going to be cutting back, but I know maybe at least 1 build will be going up. And if for some reason that doesn't happen, like 1 build, I'm sorry, but that's my goal, is at least 1 build a week. So Speed Build Sunday, that'll stay. Soap Opera Legacy, I want to continue doing that as much as I can, and the 100 Baby Challenge. And my Disney Princess Let's Play, that I want to continue doing because I'm having so much fun. And I have a feeling in the next couple of weeks I can wrap that up super quickly. But yet again, I can't look into the future, so I might just be guessing it'll be done super quickly, and then it doesn't. And then I am starting a new series on my channel. I know I'm like, I want to wrap things up and like cut back, but I'm gonna start something new. Completely defeats the purpose. But I do want to start a small mini series. I'm thinking maybe 5 episodes, maybe. And I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet, but you will love it, I promise. You will love it. And I'm hoping editing and stuff doesn't take that long with that, because yeah. So that's where I am right now. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. And I have stories to tell you, obviously, about new student orientation. So where do I start? Where do I begin? So new student orientation was from 7 o'clock in the morning to it was scheduled to be till 4 in the afternoon, but luckily I got out at 2:50, so basically a whole hour early. Thank God, because then I went to the store and I bought my best friend Heather her birthday gift because it was yesterday. I'm recording this Monday, but it's Tuesday. Her birthday's on Tuesday. And I also bought my sister her birthday gift because her birthday is in the next week or so. And I've just been like, I don't even know where I've been. But my brain has not been, you know, focused on birthdays and the future at all. And that's okay. Because I had a nice summer and it's time to snatch it up, wrap it up, and focus. So new student orientation from 7 to 4. I got there and I was one of the first people in line because I decided I was gonna get in line at 6:40. Yes, so I stood in line for 20 minutes, waited, and luckily the lines were broken down alphabetically by last name, and I'm a Polinario, so I'm at the very, very front, sort of. I'm in one of the first, not even one of the first, the first like row of rows, does that make sense, to line up. And I was there super early, so I was one of the first people to walk into the building, which is just a huge gym, which they call the arena. They're so like, privileged that they called the gym the arena. So I got there, waited in the arena. They had tables set up, and depending where you're going and which, why can't I think of this? Major, there you go. Which major you're going into, you sit at that table. And so I'm gonna be a libs major, so I sat down, and then all of a sudden, all these people that I had in my past 3 semesters of math class start to sit down around me, and we're like, hey, long time no see, how are you? Good. Did you take summer classes? Yeah, I didn't. You know, just catching up. And there was some new people that I've never met before. Really nice, too. There was like 2 people at my table who did not... 3? I think 2 or 3. 2 for sure, maybe 3. That did not go to my math class, or was not my previous math classes. And it was fun. I had an okay time. So... we sat down, they had coffee, thank God for coffee, because I did not sleep the night before. My mind would not turn off. I was like, okay, I have to make sure the video goes up tomorrow, which I didn't do. Right? Smart kid. And I went to bed, like, early enough that I would have gotten 8 hours of sleep. But I stayed awake for 4 of those hours, basically. So I was running on 4 hours of sleep. And so my mind would not turn off. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get Heather's birthday gift. Maybe I can get Heather's birthday gift after. What am I gonna eat tomorrow? My parents aren't home. Do I have anything in the fridge? Yeah, I have this, that, the other. My sister's birthday gift. I need to get her birthday gift too. Should I call Heather tomorrow and see if she has any plans for her birthday? Because I can also take her out for her birthday. But I also work. I don't want to go to work. Yeah. Fun. That was my brain all night. And it would not turn off. Like I tried. I tried counting sheep. In yoga class, we did like breathing exercises, which usually knocked me out in yoga class, but did not knock me out here. And none of those things worked. But anyways, they had coffee, thank God for coffee. And they lectured. They lectured for like almost an hour. They had different people come up, talk about the school, welcome us. And I noticed I was falling asleep, because when I fall asleep, one of the first things I notice is that I can feel my mouth open and like air coming in and out of it, because when I sleep, not in my bed, but when I sleep, maybe in my bed too, when I sleep my mouth opens, so I feel like I'm like somewhat conscious enough to know that I'm like sleeping with my mouth open. And so after that they were like, we have workshops for you to go to. So they had a list of workshops. One of them, the first one I went to, because you get to pick 2 out of the list. The first one I went to was like health wellness, like mental health, physical health. So they talked about like the gym they have that you can like go to, and it's like a real gym, like Planet Fitness or Get Fit or Brenda Athletics. It's like a regular gym like that, but it's free for us students because technically we're already paying for it. So they talked about that. They talked about how we get free counselors and free quotation marks because, again, we're already paying for it when we pay our tuition and stuff like that. Oh, and apparently they sell, I was gonna say drugs, but like medication and stuff on school property. Like it's a real doctor's office, and like you can get Mucinex for $6 there instead of actually going to the pharmacy, and you could get like, oh, and apparently they do free STD testing every few months, which I was gonna say I need to do, but that makes me sound like a dirty like harlot. Which, I mean, if you ask my dad, yeah, I'm a dirty harlot because, I don't know, I have a boyfriend. So, yeah. But that's a story for another day. What else? And then after that seminar, workshop, I went to another one where they talked about financial aid for most of the day. Most of it. Yeah, well, all of it. They talked about financial aid throughout the entire workshop because people kept asking the person like financial aid questions, but it was supposed to be like how to manage your money and how you can get the most out of your buck, which is why I wanted to go. But everyone kept asking financial aid questions, and I'm like, wait, how can I make my dollar like worth it? I want to know that, not like all the financial aid questions that everyone else has. So after that, we went back to the arena and they lectured us some more. And like I said, I want to say Sunday, was it Sunday? I paid money to go to this orientation, which was mandatory. And they provided us with lunch. I think it was like $45, and I know I paid a $200 deposit, but I think that's just for attending the school. Like, yeah. So, the food, I didn't think it was worth the $45. It wasn't like name brand food, and it was their own cafeteria that catered. So, it wasn't like a real catering service that, you know, you would hire for a wedding. It was like the school cafeteria catered, and I paid $45 for the cafeteria to cater me. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't having it. No. I was very mad about it. Not worth it. Like, they had bread, pasta, salad, steamed veggies, and that was it. Like, that was literally it. And the steamed veggies were delicious. The bread, I think sat out too long and it wasn't heated. It was like garlic bread, but cold garlic bread. And I'm just complaining, but I'm sorry. I have the right to complain because this is not a $45 meal. And the pasta was like room temperature. It was not hot. The salad was okay. It was like iceberg lettuce that you would grab from the store, and then they had like balsamic and ranch dressing, which I really like balsamic. So yeah, and that was it. That was my $45 lunch. That was not worth $45 at all, period. And after lunch, or actually during lunch, faculty members went around the tables and they talked to the students, and they were like, hi, I'm this teacher, I teach this. Are you all liberal studies? Do you have any questions for me? And it was like so awkward because they would come up to our tables and I'm like shoving food in my mouth and I'm like, how am I supposed to ask you questions? And then it was like, I noticed that he came up to the table and literally everyone stopped eating to talk to him. And I was like fighting the urge to stick another fork full of room temperature pasta in my mouth. But it was okay. People asked questions. I didn't have any questions, but if I had questions, I couldn't ask them because I had food in my mouth. And what else did we do? Oh, after that they were like, okay, we're gonna raise up the curtain because apparently the arena was so big that they had a curtain, and the curtain lifted up, and on the other side of the curtain they had all of the clubs, quotation marks. There was, the pamphlet that they gave us had way more clubs than what was presented. All of the clubs, and then you could also go to the library if you wanted to and get your student ID card, but they were only doing student ID cards for 30 minutes, so I like booked it to the library because I was like, I don't want to come back here another day and get my student ID card. If I could get it done now, I'm going to. I booked it and I made it right on time. There was a huge line. I wasn't the very first person to make it there because people were like running and like speed walking. It was like a huge competitive sport trying to get to the library. But I made it pretty good. Like it wasn't at the end of the line. There was maybe 3 or 4 people in front of me and they were like, okay, well, we're running out of time, so I'm gonna have to cut the line here. And a whole bunch of people got mad and they were like, this is bullshit. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But the pamphlet does say that they're only open for 30 minutes, so you should probably pay attention to the pamphlet instead of doing whatever. Yeah. I felt kind of bad for them because, you know, some of them waited. And others, you know, just got there to the line, but the library is on the other side of the campus. And I picked the wrong shoes. I picked some real cute, like, I don't even know how to describe them. I would wear them if I was on like a yacht or like boating, but like real cute shoes. But I didn't wear socks with them because they're so low that your socks would show. And so like the back of my ankle is all chafed and it's like exposed skin that's like ripped off. It was awful. And they made me walk so much because all the buildings are separated. Like super far too, so then they were like, oh, you have to go to this building, and I'm like, that's on the other side of the campus again. I really don't want to, but they did. They made me walk. I sound so privileged. I don't want to walk to get my education, and there were so many other kids like that who were like, can't we just get a scooter or a blah blah blah? Can somebody just take us? Yeah. And I just sat there quietly because, again, I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to get my education and leave. We were signing up for classes, and oh my gosh, the liberal studies team or department, all the kids who are wanted to be teachers, there was so many of us that we got our own like room, and they separated us from everyone else. And they were like, okay, you have to sign up for classes right now. And the lady who was in charge of the libs, she was like, okay, you are some of the last people to sign up for classes. So don't go ahead and think that you're gonna get your dream schedule where you're here from 10 to 2 Monday and Wednesdays. But that's basically what I got, but in the afternoon. I got Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the afternoon. And I was killing it. But I'm getting close to the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you think of this build. If you want to download this build, you can find it in the gallery by searching Muse or by searching me, DillysSims. And this might be the last one for a while, the last floor plan. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things, and I will catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.